Hello everybody at Enchanted Emerald. This is Melissa bringing you another card pull, and this is going to be for the energy for Saturday, July 18th, 2020. And so we have here out of the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the Three of Cups with the Two of Wands. So you can see these three people are very social. They're having a party, they're raising their glasses, maybe even having a toast and some drinks to some accomplishments, things that have happened, maybe even just having a grand old time for the sake of having a grand old time, okay? And then you have here this person kind of standing at the castle, looking out with the world in his or her hands, wondering what's out there for me, what's next. And so when you put these together, really what I'm feeling is that this is about feeling safe within your comfort of your castle, right? And I feel like the words "that's me in a nutshell" comes through, right? Like you're feeling like strong, confident, you know exactly who you are, what you stand for, why you're here. You maybe even know exactly what your place is in the world. And you've accepted that all up until this point in time, right? And so you're feeling secure, you're feeling safe, right? And I feel like somebody's sliding into the home plate, just like getting safe, right? And so, I feel like all this whole time you've built your whole life around that, and so you have a lot of distractions going on around you, right? Like you're this party hardy and everything that's going on around you, this social scene that's happening. It's all because your life has become a party. You've focused so much on where you've wanted to be. You're solid in that. And so you've built this whole social scene around you. You've built this whole, I want to have fun in my life, like type of scenario, this ideal vision that you've always had for yourself, right? Because life is about finding joy. But what I feel as though with this is that, I feel like there's things that are like keeping you up at night. Like at the end of the day, you had, man, that was a great day and I'm super exhausted. And then you get into bed and it's like something that plagues your mind. Maybe you lay awake at night, like staring up at the ceiling. You're just feeling like, not fulfilled maybe, or maybe that you put this mask on, so to speak, to move through your life because, well, I built it and they all came, and so now I'm just gonna live it, right? I'm gonna rock it out. And so but it's something that's deep inside you. You're feeling this ache, you're feeling this pull, like something just isn't quite right. Something's keeping you up at night. Maybe you can't necessarily put your finger on it entirely, but there is this personal investigation going on, right? This introspection. Maybe you haven't really done a lot of focus on self-direction, right? Like, where is it that I want to be? What were all these things that I wanted to do with my life? And where am I at with this list, right? Maybe you had a bucket list of things that you wanted to do. Maybe there were like languages you wanted to learn. Maybe there were places that you wanted to visit. Like, where are you at on that? You're revisiting that after all of this time. Because maybe you got distracted, right? You built a family and, you raised your kids, and now maybe you're coming out on the other side of that and you're feeling like, okay, now what? And I need to focus on myself, right? And I feel as though there's a focus here on your presentation, how you're presenting yourself, not necessarily just your appearance. Maybe you put a lot of time though into your appearance, right? I'm feeling like it's extra, right? Maybe that makes you feel good. Maybe you appear though to have it all together, but what is really happening is it's kind of just to drown out how you feel inside, because maybe you're feeling a little bit empty. You're like, well, maybe I'll just put a little extra makeup on, or maybe I'll just go to the gym and hit the reps real hard and I'll feel great, and so maybe those are some things, although that's healthy, right? But what that is you're trying to kind of coat that feeling, that loneliness, or that emptiness that maybe you're feeling like, gosh, something isn't quite right, right? And so at this at the end of the day, really what it is that we just need to get down to the heart of the matter, right? Maybe it's a conversation that you need to have with somebody. Maybe there is things that are keeping you from pursuing these thoughts and ideas, these dreams, these goals, these visions, whatever it is that you have for yourself. Maybe that is financial resources. Maybe it is a little bit of a power struggle that you're having with somebody. Maybe it's your own internal power struggle, right? Like you have this devil and angel on your shoulders, and you're like, these are the pros and these are the cons, and you kind of get like this internal battle going within. You always come up with reasons maybe not to do it. And why do we do that? Because it's safe in our comfort zone, like this guy at the castle, right? It's safe there. If you venture out beyond the castle, outside of your comfort zone, there are risks that, inevitably come with that. But there are really great things that can be rewards as a result of that, because you'll get those challenges, you'll accomplish them, and then you'll feel really good about that. So, what I'm really feeling with this is that you're feeling as though letting go of maybe some of these things that you have in your life, because you might have to let go of some of these things, these routines that you've built, so to speak, that with that you might lose some merit. So other people might not necessarily feel as though you are as worthy of their love and their praise, whether it's maybe your parents or maybe it's your children, that you're worried about how they might view you if you take a non-traditional route now, or if you put less energy and focus into maybe your business because you want to start learning some leisure activities, right? Or like leisure learning, right? And kind of pursue your own passions and interests. And that might not look like a traditional route for others, right? But it's something that's going to start to fill some of this like emptiness and loneliness that's lingering just, right here in your heart chakra. So, I really feel like what happens with this is, the answer to all of this is, there's going to be a risk, when you make this choice to make the change. But when you start to make little choices and little changes, it doesn't have to be big stuff, it will start to soothe some of that, and you'll notice how you're feeling, and you'll notice what thoughts and ideas start to come to you as a result of pursuing those interests and passions. And so you'll start to build this momentum, this energy, and this happiness that accompanies that, and you become very determined to now seek that relentlessly, right? With gusto, right? Like you just want to keep going after that because you just like how good it feels. And so you're feeling this sense of accomplishment with that. So, you have all of these other aspects in place. You're now beginning to open your eyes to, gosh, I really feel like, I haven't found the perfect fit for me and my own personal passions and interests. Maybe you're just opening your eyes up to that at this moment in time. You may not necessarily have a plan to get out beyond your comfort zone. You may not necessarily even have a desire at this point in time, but your eyes are wide open now. You're noticing, you're saying, I feel the feels, something ain't right. And you're feeling the pull, and you're aware of that. And so now it's about you making the choice to make that change, or to start to imagine what that might look like, or plan for it, and to deal with these emotions that surface as a result. So it was a little bit of an intense read here for us for Saturday. So I do hope this finds you well. And of course, if you would like a personal reading, I can certainly do that. You can hit me up in the messenger or at enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com, and I will be back with another read for you guys again soon. Thank you so much. Take care.